Hello and welcome back to the 410. My name is Adrian Host and I'm excited to be back here at the 410. Had to take a little time off. The boy Ace, if you saw the video yesterday, my son, he just turned 1. He took his first steps just maybe about 2 weeks ago. So I had to take a little time out and work with him a little bit, make sure he knew exactly how to move. Now we're done with all of that. We're going to get back to business. As usual, if you've been on the Discord, you've been making a lot of money with me. We've been killing Vegas. I know you see the chips here. I'm scared they might run down on me. We've been killing Vegas. I'm just going to keep it real. That's what we've been doing. So we're going to get into that as well. I got some Raven news for us, some Oreo news as well. I got the picks today, like I said. Don't forget, Mario tickets coming up. I'm working on getting us a few more than those two. I'm going to be announcing the winners to those in probably another week here. Also, all weekend long, my mother's birthday on the 9th of March. In honor of her, American Legion, we're going to be giving out these meals. All you got to do is send me a comment, y'all. Just tell me anything. Tell me hi. Tell me you love me. And I'm going to hook you up down here at the American Legion all weekend, courtesy of the 410. All you got to do is drop a comment. Tell me that you're hungry, and I'm going to get you set up down there right on Winners Lane. You can go walk in there, and you're going to get your meal. Like I said, all weekend long, hit me on the comments. Try me. I'm telling you, you're going to go down there and eat good. All right. Now, getting into Ravens news here. We had Eric DeCosta at the Combine. He was down there looking over some of our future prospects. Of course, he had to talk about what we have going on with the free agency. We have Ronnie Stanley. Of course, Kansas City, they're always poaching our players. They're looking at seeing what they can do to get Ronnie Stanley. But once again, Eric DeCosta, he went over a few things. I got a quick little clip from him.
Very happy to be here with the general manager and the EVP of the Baltimore Ravens, Mr. Eric DeCosta. We were just talking off camera a little bit. 29th Combine with the same NFL team. Is that right?
It is. I've been blessed. And, you know, my first Combine, 1997, I sat with Ozzie Newsome. And here I am now, 29 years later. I'm still sitting up there with Ozzie Newsome watching players. So
who do you remember? Was it like, I guess it's after Ray Lewis, but I got to think like Ed Reed and Boulware and Haloti Nada, all these guys. You remember seeing them here in Indy?
Terrell Suggs, Haloti put on a show here. Ed Reed, you know, all those guys. Recently, you know, Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum, guys like that, Zay Flowers. You know, we've been blessed. I've seen a bunch of them. Joe Flacco, I mean, you know, put on an exhibition here. So I've had a chance to see a lot of great players play here, and we've been fortunate to draft a lot of those guys.
They call you EDC, and earlier this month, Lamar Jackson joked that it's EDC because every dollar counts. There are some decisions to be made in Baltimore this offseason. When do you start really digging in? Because we know there's been lots of conversations with agents, and you start talking to the players, but there are some big decisions in Baltimore to be made right now.
Well, I would say that EDC stands for every draft counts because we never have any money. We're always up against the cap.
Orioles turn up here with opening day coming up soon. I have to touch on it. Obviously, Tank. He did not win the fight the other day. I've been kind of staying away from Tank here lately because he had a lot of negativity surrounding his fight here with his retirement and stuff like that. So I've just been kind of staying away from Tank. I didn't really want to talk about it until the fight was over. Obviously, Tank, the 410, we got your back here, no doubt, all day long. But we need you to go back in there and straighten this out. Now, obviously, they're talking about this grease and all this kind of stuff here, the knee. I'm not worrying about any of that, Tank. I already know what it is, man. You just got to lock in. You go out there. You get you a rematch with Roach. You knock him off. And then we go ahead and look to see what else you can do. If you want to, man, you can retire. That's on you, brother. Nobody's telling you you don't have to. But if you're going to stay in the fight, man, we're going to need your best, Tank. So go ahead, give that man a rematch, knock his ass out, and let's get to it. All right. Getting into the NBA. Before we do that, K-Hill Electric on standby for all your electrical needs. Great people, great service, great prices. They definitely looking to help you out. Let them know you heard about them here on the 410, and they're going to most ghost get you straightened out. All right. Looking into the NBA, like I said, if you had been fortunate enough to jump on my Discord before my little break here, you've been making a lot of money. I'm just going to keep it simple and plain with you. We've been striking them daily. parlays. I've been staying away from the points. We've been doing a lot of money line. Well, we've been punishing them daily. I'll post some stuff here, but I'm scared. I don't want to deal with the IRS or anything like that. So I'll show you a little bit. I'm not even going to show you when I'm putting on none of this stuff. But I promise you, you see these chips right here? This is not a game. We doing our thing here. So I'm going to give you some picks today. I'm going to also give you a bonus parlay to talk about. All right, let's get into the NBA. First game up last night, Chicago. They were going up against the Orlando Magic. Orlando was at home. Chicago pulled this out behind Kobe White's 44 points. He did his thing. Of course, the Bulls, they were getting 7.5 in this game. I don't know why. I took that 7.5, and that was good. Next game up, Atlanta. They very hot. They were going up against Indiana at home. They were getting 3 points at home. Once again, I took the 3 points with Atlanta. That was good. They pulled this game out, 124-118. Trae Young did his thing once again. Next game of the night was Boston going up against Philly. Of course, Philly, no Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out. My man, he went to the game. He told me Paul George is washed. I couldn't believe it. I thought PG was doing his thing out there, but he said, no, man, Paul George is washed. So, with that being said, Boston, even though they were shorthanded, they ran over Philadelphia yesterday, 123-105 behind Jason Tatum, his strong game. Next game was game of the night for me because I was tied all in this thing with a parlay. I had Golden State beating Brooklyn, even though Brooklyn beat them earlier this year. I was very concerned about that part of it, but I thought with Jimmy Butler being in the fold, we were looking at a different Golden State situation. But my goodness, Brooklyn came out here and they were up by 20 in the first quarter. I'm telling y'all, I was hurting. They were hitting everything they threw up there. But, of course, it's Golden State. You got Steph. Steph came back, dropping nothing but buckets on them. Crazy shot at the halftime. I knew right when he hit that shot, there was nothing to worry about. Golden State ended up pulling this game out 121-119. Even though the score was close, Golden State went up by about 10. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like they just let their foot off the gas right at the end of the game. Brooklyn caught up, hit a shot at the end, make it look a little closer than what it really was. My goodness, I'm telling you, Vegas, they were down by 20. And Vegas still had Golden State winning that game. That's how much or how little faith Vegas has in Brooklyn. That's something to see right there. Down by 20, and Vegas still had Golden State winning that game. That's the only thing that held my heart together because I had some big money on that thing yesterday. Next game up, Houston. They've been a bit on a slide here. New Orleans, they were playing a little strong, actually, with Zion trying to fight a little bit. But, of course, Houston pulled this one out, 109-97. They ran away with it in the second half of things here. Once again, New Orleans, they're going to be struggling for the rest of the year. I don't know how much they want to keep playing Zion, but it looks like they want to get him back into playing shape. So keep on playing him if you will. Look to see about trading them in the offseason. I'm not sure what New Orleans is going to do. Last game of the night was probably the most exciting game of the night. Lakers against the Knicks. I left the Lakers off this parlay. I was a tad bit concerned because they keep talking about Luka may play, LeBron may play. So I just left that out of there yesterday. But for all intents and purposes, the Lakers are one of the hottest teams in the league. So we're going to take them every single time. So I did play a little bit of money on them. And I'm not going to lie, I ended up pulling out in about the third quarter. I thought the Lakers were done. Fourth quarter, Lakers double digit. They were down double digits. And of course, Luka, LeBron came back, forced overtime. Jalen Brunson, he gets hurt in the overtime. Luka, LeBron, they pull this out. They win this game 113-109. Like I said, the Lakers, if they're not the hottest team in the league, they're definitely right there in the top three and the hottest team in the league. I don't know what to say. Dallas, you know their season is over right now with all of the injuries that just happened. I'm sorry, Kyrie. I'm sorry, AD. I'm sorry for your Dallas fans. But my goodness, the Lakers, they look like they may have found something. And if they can just maybe grab just maybe one more piece for the playoff run, I think they're going to be a real problem going into the playoffs. All right, tonight's games, once again, if you haven't already, send me now. The price has gone up. You send me $10 to my Cash App. That's going to get you a monthly subscription to the Discord that's bringing in a whole bunch of money off these parlays. Once again, you don't have to send it. You don't have to believe me, but I promise you one thing. If you send that over there and you get on the Discord, you're going to say, man, I just made a whole bunch more than $10 messing around with this guy. Like I said, I'll post a couple of things you can see for yourself. I'm not playing around. I posted a parlay yesterday. Like I said, some of these parlays, they're not going to do anything but maybe flip your money, maybe triple it up, something like that. But guess what? We're keeping our money growing. That's what I'm about over here on the 410. Tonight's matchups is one of our locks. Of course, will be Cleveland going up against Charlotte. Charlotte, they're going in the wrong direction all year. Cleveland, hottest team in the league right now. They haven't lost since they made the trade for DeAndre Hunter. So we're going to keep rolling with Cleveland. That's part of the reason why the stack is growing. I'm not thinking about it at all. Cleveland in the win. If you want to go Cleveland against the spread, which is what we're going to have to do, we're making our picks. That's the way we're going to go on this one. Even though Charlotte's been fighting at home, Cleveland's been rolling. Next game up was going to be the Utah Jazz against the Toronto Raptors. Toronto's at home. RJ Barrett won't be playing in this game. Utah is down quite a few folks. Lauri Markkanen won't be playing. Keontae George, he's questionable, for the night. So with all that being said, we got to take Toronto at home. Even though Utah's been playing really strong, I think with all of the people that are out tonight, that's going to affect them. They've also lost 10 straight games on the road. So we obviously locked Toronto and moneyline out. And then, of course, if we have to make a pick, Toronto against the spread is going to be our pick. Next game of the night is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against Dallas. Dallas at home in this game. We just talked about Dallas' unfortunate situation with AD, Kyrie, and I would say about 6-7 other players hurt. We're not going with Dallas. We got to roll with the other team is Memphis, which actually Memphis has not been playing that well. They bit me the other night, lost at the end of the game. Jared Jackson, he got hurt in the first quarter of that game, which is part of the problem. He's not playing tonight. Jai is back. So I think they're going to try to right the ship. Like I said, they've lost 4 straight. So I look for them to win this game tonight. Covering the spread is a different story. But, of course, with Dallas, all the injuries they have, I have no choice but to take Memphis minus the points here. I think that 10-point spread, I'm good with that. Next game is going to be Miami going up against Minnesota, of course. And he does whatever he wants to do on the court. Miami, however, Miami's been rolling a little hot lately. Of course, Tyler Hero, I think he may be day-to-day with an illness here. So if he's not playing, obviously my pick is going to be Minnesota. If Tyler Hero is playing here, let's go with Miami plus those points. Without Tyler Hero, like I said, Minnesota is the pick in this game. Next game up for the night is going to be Portland going up against Oklahoma at home. Oklahoma almost unstoppable at home. I think they are resting a couple people tonight, a couple bigs that they have. Of course, Portland, they've been rolling. I've been talking about Portland for weeks. If you haven't been paying attention to them, they're not playing around. They beat Boston at home. So they're getting 2.5 points, getting a lot of respect from Vegas tonight. Obviously, with Oklahoma not playing a few people, that probably plays a part in that. But even still, I smell something going on here in this game. So I have to take Portland plus those 2.5 points, but by law, Oklahoma at home, SGA, probably the MVP this year. I'm going to take them with the money line to win the game at home on that pick. But if we're going to get the spread, I'm going to take Portland, plus the 2.5 points. Money line, Oklahoma, Portland plus 2.5. Next game up, Phoenix going up against Denver. Denver's at home in this game. Denver's been playing really, really strong. Of course, I'm going to take Denver minus the points in this game. Phoenix, without Brad Beal, they're going the wrong direction here. KD, Devin Booker, neither one of them look too happy about their circumstances here this year. I think they're going to continue to tail off here at the end of the year. I don't think they have any chance at all in the playoffs. I think KD knows that. So it's like he's playing really hard just to get bumped in the first round. So with all that being said, we're going to go Denver minus the 7 points. I like that. Of course, I like the money line pick even better. Next game of the night is going to be San Antonio going up against Sacramento. Sacramento is hot. They won their last 5 games, I think, against the spread. So, of course, we'll take Sacramento against the spread in this game. Just by law, we have to. But San Antonio, without Wembanyama, has been playing pretty strong. Of course, De'Aaron Fox and my boy Castle down there, he looks like he's really budding. He's probably going to be the rookie of the year. He's dunked on enough people to earn that honor already. So I think that they may keep the game a little close. But like I said, Sacramento's playing really tough. I think Domantas Sabonis is out, so they'll probably be running a little small ball, which they can. With Zach LaVine, DeRozan, them playing really well, I think Sacramento will pull this thing out tonight. Last game of the night is going to be the Knicks going up against the Clippers. I think the Knicks are going to be without Jalen Brunson. Of course, he hurt himself last night in overtime. The Clippers, they haven't been playing that well. They did, however, get a win the other night. Hurt me, actually. James Harden had 50 points the other night. So if he can have another repeat performance tonight, of course, the Clippers, they're going to win this game. But without Jalen Brunson, I think the Knicks, of course, they played their overtime game with LA last night. I think that's going to play a factor in this game. So I'm going to go with the Clippers. I'm not really strong about them covering the spread. I think they'll win the game. But I cannot go with New York knowing that they may be without Jalen Brunson and coming off the overtime game. All right. So, of course, we have some locks here for us tonight. The first lock is going to be the easy one for us. It's going to be Cleveland. It's going to be Denver money line. That's going to bring you back a 50% return on your investment. So for those of y'all who haven't been able to figure that out yet, that's going to be $100. It's going to bring you back $50. So when you're done with this bet, you put $100 in, you're going to have $150. If you don't have the $100, you put $10 in, you're going to have $15 when you get done with this bet. That's my guarantee. I literally posted a parlay yesterday with my son's birthday picture, all those videos next to it. That was a lock all day long. Now, I'm going to give you a bonus parlay tonight, just for the night. Once again, send that money to the Cash App. $10 now, $10 to the Cash App. That's going to get you a month subscription to the Discord. That's going to get you all the money you need to pay that $10 every month from me. I promise you that. Tonight's bonus parlay is going to be as follows. We're going to do Cleveland, Denver. Obviously, they already part of that. Money line only. If you want to jump in there and throw some points in there, by all means, do your thing. But this is the way I'm going tonight with all of this. Cleveland, Denver. I mentioned Toronto. We're going to get Toronto at home with the money line. So that's them three. Also, Memphis to right the ship. Money line. That's going to be 4. Like I said, I think I'm going to leave this Miami pick out of here because we don't know what's going on with Tyler Hero. But I would say take Miami plus the points if Tyler Hero is playing. But I'm going to leave them off of this one here just because of that right there. And then also we're going to take Sacramento money line. So it looks like we have a 5 pick. We're going to take that Miami game out of there because obviously I don't want to throw y'all under the bus here. So we're going to do Cleveland, Toronto, we have Memphis, Denver, and Sacramento. All 5 of those games on the money line. That's your bonus parlay here today from the 410. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm back, but I got your back. Send that money to the Cash App. I'm going to get you on that Discord. That's going to get you all those bonus parlays that we can hit together. Send me a comment. Let me know if you're hungry. I'm going to get you hooked up down here at Winner's Lane in the kitchen, courtesy of my mama. Happy birthday to my mama coming up here. And I love all of you out there that love me. And once again, you take care of your family. You never know when you may see them again. And that's the words here from the wise Adrian. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for supporting me. No matter what, I got your back here on the 410. Let's go.